the notorious, the beautiful, the mighty Nintendo Switch.
I remember you, you left my spirit, with you high is all I'm feeling.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are starting a brand new series called My Collection, and we are starting it off with the notorious, the beautiful, the mighty Nintendo Switch. Now today we're going to be unboxing this, and I'm going to be giving it a little bit of review. Now as you see, the first thing that happens as we open up the box is it tells you how to plug it in, how to set it up, how to put in the Joy-Cons, and how to take them out. Now this is lovely how this is the first thing you see when you open the box, because sometimes with some systems this can be difficult, as there's a lot of ports all the time in the back of these things. For the Nintendo Switch, there is actually not a whole lot of ports. Next, then you just pop it right open. Now the first thing you take out of the box is the Nintendo Switch console itself. As you can see, mine's already a little bit different because I have put skins on it already. But as you take it out of the box, you get this magnificent looking device. It looks like a tablet, it looks like a screen. It's quite amazing technology, I will say that. On the top you will have the plus and minus button, the power button, the audio jack, which is awesome, and where you stick your cards. Now these little cards are extremely tiny. Then on the bottom we have the two sensors. If both these buttons are down, it will detect that it is in the dock. As you see, the power port is a basic USB-C, which is lovely, as that means it's easy to get. All new MacBooks use it, all new iPhones use it, so there's dongles already everywhere for it. On the side you can see where the Joy-Cons will click in, which is lovely because you just see the two little sensors. And you know what, with the Joy-Cons in, it's a lot of fun. Now we get to the lovely back of this thing. Now mine looks a lot more awesome than an official back, but the official back still looks lovely. We have the kickstand here, which is sometimes hard to get out. You actually have to use the little tiny piece of rubber on the bottom and push on it to get it open. Now, and that's where your micro SD card goes in. And then as well as on the back we have the two humongous speakers, which are lovely. The next thing you will be pulling out of the system will be these lovely Joy-Con. With these feel lovely, they feel comfortable, they feel like they just fit in your hand, and you can move them around. You can hit A, B, Y, X, and home and menu. It's lovely because they have the basic A, B, X, Y from every other of their consoles. They have the up arrow keys. It might be hard to see the up arrow keys, but that's what the ones on the left Joy-Con are. And then on your right Joy-Con you have the home button, and on your left Joy-Con you have the screenshot button, which works right off the bat. Sensor. Now this sensor is your infrared sensor, I am pretty sure, and that is off. The right controller also has in the thumbnail your amiibo scanner, so if you have any of your amiibos, you want to load them in game, you put them on the right Joy-Con. Now the important part to tell these controllers different is the plus and minus in the top corners of these controllers. Now these controllers will tell you, because of the right and left, where they slide in on the Joy-Con. They say where they slide in on Joy Grip. On the very back you'll see two little tiny buttons. Now these two little tiny buttons are so you can actually push on the system and release. And don't forget that trusty manual. So as with the cords, it's a basic HTML cord, which is lovely. So it's just another HTML cord that you can buy anywhere, but it's Nintendo branded, and an AC power cord. Now these things are lovely, you can buy them almost everywhere. So it's USB-C charger adapter cord, which is lovely because you can find them almost anywhere. Next is the Joy-Con grip, and the Joy-Con grip is lovely. It is comfortable, it is small, and it fits nicely in your hand, and is small when you put in the Joy-Cons, and if they are on, the lights actually will show up on the controller, which is awesome. It just shows that it's connecting to the Joy-Con grip. The Joy-Con grip, the one that comes with your system, does not have a charger ability. That one you have to buy separately in stores. This one is just a basic grip to grip onto your controllers, and it feels lovely, it feels comfortable, it's big enough, you can hit all your buttons. The next thing you will see are the Joy-Con straps. Now these things are awesome, but I will have to tell you I made a mistake the first time I put these in. The very first time I put this in, I tried putting the minus one upside down into the positive strap. Now, this is where I said the plus and minus make a big difference, because you have to make sure your positive icon matches the positive strap. Because literally I made that mistake where I slid it in. It was almost stuck permanently. I luckily got it out because I didn't push it fully all the way, because it got stuck halfway. And if you put these in, you might be stuck forever, and it might not be able to come back out. They are a lot harder to take out than the Joy-Con grip. They are a lot harder to take out than out of the system. They are more sturdy. I will say this, because they're a smaller controller, they probably have to be a little more tighter, and they are very tight. They are very but also I love this functionality that they added in on the strip. That little white lever, that tiny white lever, if you push that will make sure that the system is locked in place. Next, out of all this bubble wrap and lovely packaging, comes the dock. The dock is very beautiful, is very slim, and it is a very pleasant looking dock. Now, as you see, those two little buttons on the very inside, those are where your Nintendo Switch and Joy-Con click. Those two little levers go into the Nintendo Switch, they click, and it's awesome. Now, as you can see, the back opens up and you can see 3 ports. You can see your HDMI, you can see a USB port, and the USB-C charger port. These all go very sleek, and they come out of one hole, which is very unique to have the cords all come out together, which is very sleek, very smooth, and actually quite awesome. I will say I much prefer this dock over many other systems, because even if you could not undock the system, just having that makes it much more better and much more easier to organize your systems. Now, see, from the first time you open up the Switch, it will look a lot different than what it looks like right now. Right now, what it is I have already done all my setup, all my settings. It is very smooth, very easy to set up, and it talks through you. The only difficulties I had when setting it up were trying to figure out my time, because it did not have my town in there and my city in there right away. You actually have to go further on in the settings to figure that out. To connect the controller, you have to hit both R2s. And as you see, I've already have a few pages loaded up, me and my father's. Now this, I already have a few games for the system, which is lovely. And it's very easy to navigate through. If you are holding the tablet's actually touch screen, and with the touch screen capabilities, you can fully touch in. If you touch the battery there, it will actually show you the percentage of your battery when you're on the go. But otherwise, it's the news, the Nintendo eShop, the album, it's all this lovely stuff, and I have fallen in love with it. Home always redirects you to home. Now the button on the left Joy-Con, the screenshot, you just take that screenshot, you go over to your album, and it's right there. As you can see, I was playing a game and someone accidentally hit screenshots, but that is alright. Back. The controllers, you can reconnect and connect different controllers, as I have a few other controllers that I will be showing in future videos. But other than that, this is lovely. I love this. Change grips / order, so this means like you have the controllers by themselves or different player order. Pair new controllers, so this is lovely. When the controllers are actually in here, I'll quickly show this. If you slide your controllers into the console, it shows you how much battery power they have as well. As the Joy-Cons, you cannot replace the battery, same with the Nintendo Switch. The battery should last a few years, should last up to 5 years, or more, should actually last for a long time. But if your batteries ever stop working and the batteries will no longer hold a charge, you will have to send them to Nintendo for a paid price. It will actually cost money to replace these batteries. I would say overall, having the Nintendo Switch in my hands, playing it, enjoying it, I have found to love it. The controls are a little hard to figure out off the bat because it doesn't actually show you which buttons do which right off the bat. But over time you figure it out. It's a lot like the 3DS, it's a lot like the Wii U and stuff in many ways, as the tablet is lovely. I love that it's super thin, which is amazing how they got it this thin and this small for how much technology is actually in these. It's amazing how much technology they were able to put in this Nintendo, this small right Joy-Con controller. It's crazy how they got everything to fit into this one controller. It does. It quite amazed me. I'll show you this. As you are sliding in, you hear, that's the Nintendo Switch controller. The problem is, it's not fully in until you hear that click, the mechanical click. You need to hear the mechanical click to make sure this is in. That is the only problem I have found from it so far, from me playing it, is you have to make sure that mechanical click is in, or else it might slide out of your hands, and then you have just broken your $400 purchase. But like I've said, this system is very sleek, very smooth, very portable. I can see me playing this anywhere on the go. I can't wait to take this wherever I go. I may probably be taking this to school, playing with a lot of my friends, playing with a lot of people. I can see people taking this to work if you're on break playing this. Tabletop mode will be very lovely to play around with, but it will have that problem of, yeah, your kickstand might fall over. It's not a very strong kickstand. It will support the weight of the Switch, but it won't support if anything is unstable or if you're a bouncy car trying to keep this stable. It will have to be a very smooth surface. Overall, the Nintendo Switch is awesome. It's very portable. It slides in and out of the TV very quickly. It's very responsive. I would say by the time you slide it in the dock and take out your controllers, your game's already there. It's already preloaded. I'm maybe quite enjoying this. I'm going to play the crap out of this because I love the way the system is. I love the way it feels in my hands. And overall, I've been playing some Breath of the Wild, so that's a fun game to play. But I will not be showing you that today, as that will be showing in a different time. I hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you guys in the next episode of my collection. Follow your dreams. Peace.